Welcome to what is the final episode of the BroadStrokes podcast. With a somber tone, we must depart, but fear not.
It's more like a rebranding.
We're rebranding. As you may or may not know, Landon and I are pretty bad about talking about things. Pretty bad about staying on topic. So we have an idea. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But I would like to first say thank you to our 3 consistent viewers for watching us along the way. Even if one of them is a Belgian AI data collector.
Finnish AI.
Yeah, sure.
Or Chinese AI, really.
Yeah, one of them. The other 2 being our family members. But for the other few that aren't either one of those 2 categories.
I mean, there's me.
Yeah, you're basically family. You're family, bro. We're family. It's been a good ride. It's been about 34 weeks straight.
It's been.
Yeah. Landon didn't upload an episode because he forgot.
I did, actually.
He just completely forgot, which... Because when he didn't upload, I was like, wait a minute, did I forget to not upload it? No, it was just
why didn't
Landon.
you call me about it?
Well, I thought maybe he's behind schedule. I know you're a busy guy. I didn't want to bother you.
No, I just straight up forgot.
Okay.
I straight up forgot it. I was more worried about my exams and or my midterms and this math competition on Saturday.
Yeah, he's got a math competition coming up.
Well, actually, it probably would have already happened when this comes out.
That's true. I reckon I'll probably edit this one.
Yeah.
Even though I work Saturday.
Well, I mean, that's why I say we move it. We moved it
to Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Just remind me that it's my turn to edit.
Okay.
So I'd like to discuss briefly, before we get into just random nonsense for 40 minutes or so, the future of us recording things. We had a few ideas. I had one kind of like a D&D narration kind of style thing.
Yeah.
Where we tell a story and then we upload it and kind of like kind of listen along book almost, right? With different pathing ways of going about things. And Landon had an idea to like, what was it again?
It was like every episode was like focused on like one like horror creature. Like we can have an episode about like a old creepypasta like Slenderman or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Or like an episode on like a certain SCP.
Obviously, we'll do research first.
Yeah, we're not gonna be like, so we're talking about the Wendigo today, and then we know nothing about them.
And I like that because I can then just have a notebook before I come into the episode. We can just talk about like certain points. Whereas this, believe it or not, folks, is entirely unscripted, and we have no clue what we're talking about.
Yeah. Science or something, I don't know.
No. But honestly, considering this is our first podcast, I think we did a pretty good job sticking with it, uploading on time, except for when you edit.
I usually do it on time. Only one other mishap.
Well,
dark chocolate enjoyers.
What's the thing with Napoleon?
There's nothing we can do.
There's nothing we can do. Yeah.
It's so sad that meme, despite it being so new, is already near death because a guy uploaded the song of the meme.
That's a pretty funny meme. That and like, do you think he thinks about the Roman Empire?
Oh yeah. Why are history memes becoming hip with the youth these days?
I'm fine with that. They're pretty cool.
History is like the new Gen Z.
Have you heard of? I think it's called. Is it the opioid bird or something? You know what I'm talking about?
That's an AI image.
Yeah, an AI. It was a video. It's a whole video.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it just opium bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's opium bird. I think he's a pretty cute little dinosaur looking bird thing.
He looks
pretty cool.
He looks interesting.
He's not scary. He's just kind of cool looking.
Weird. It's just interesting looking creature.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I do like the cryptid idea. It's a cryptid, haunted, whatever.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be like actual, like real things. It could be like urban legends, maybe.
And again, I'm sure this already exists as a concept.
Yeah.
100%. However, I reckon, I don't know, we could just slide out into the market.
Yeah, and hope we hit it right.
Again, I'm not even worried about hitting it right. I mean, that'd just be a perk. But honestly, I enjoy this, and this is what it's all been about. Just having us to get a chance to actually get together and talk for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, maybe if we, like, copy Wendigoon style of
Which is
everything.
Stand there and talk with a whiteboard.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's married
I
now.
don't even. He's been having a girlfriend and stuff.
Well, no, he's married now.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah.
But, was it? Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't really. I know what we put in the background. I would say that like face cam would be best, but I know you're in disagreement with it.
Let me get a balaclava, and then we can do face cam.
Okay, because I don't know. I think it's just better. Also, like, because I think this is the problem. You guys realize when we do on Discord, the quality is significantly worse. Not just because of, like,
latency.
not just because of that. Even though it's become like a meme.
Yeah.
It's because I don't know.
My ability to read a room is determined of being in the room. It's kind of hard to do that over a Discord call.
Well, what we can do is just activate the face cam on Discord and talk.
Yeah, we can do that.
It's not obviously it's not the same, but
I still.
But it still feels more personal.
I like the more personable approach of us being in the same room, though. Personally. You know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I can't always
I know.
be there.
I know you're about to finish up high school. What's your plan after high school? I don't mean to just drop that on you like that.
I'm gonna be a ninja.
Ninja?
A ninja. Actually.
Oh, not the ninja.
Yeah, just a ninja.
You know, I'm not
prowling through Tokyo.
I could make the obvious joke, but I have no enemies. I'm not gonna make the joke.
Now, what happens if you replace one letter?
Ninja? What letter are we referring to? The third one?
Whichever one you want.
Nah, I'm not replacing any.
Me, little kids when they spell ninja.
What's that game where you stack the logs and then you get like... So it's... Jenga.
Yes.
Jenga, right? Do you think, like, after 9/11 happened, Jenga sales kind of plummeted for a little while?
Was it a thing during 9/11?
Yeah, it was a thing during 9/11.
Nah, I think they actually capitalized on it.
Capitalized?
They gave
They
it
made,
tower
like, custom
skin.
skins.
They gave it a tower skin.
That's awful. And, like, the block mover was, like, actually a little mini plane that came to the set.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's rough.
There's clearly two different visions here.
Yeah. What are you being for Halloween?
Dave.
Dave? I heard you were going to be Asian Jim from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be kind of funny.
That wouldn't be that hard.
No, you
just wear a suit.
Yeah. I'm going to be Anton Chigurh. I never told you I was wearing the fit when you showed up here.
Yeah.
But the guy from No Country for Old Men, because he's cool.
Brayden's being Darth Maul.
Yes, as per the comment section.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And,
did you see the funny thing I did?
What?
In the comment section?
Did you do something?
I did a funny.
Did you do a...
I did a marginal amount of trolling.
You marginalize a group? That's epic.
Yes.
Your feed's been flooded with my videos on accident.
Scoot and stews.
Did that video do better?
No.
It's on 60. It did better than the last one.
Let's see. I'm so famous, I have 1 subscriber. Not anymore.
Why does it say 2 replies?
I don't know. Yeah, I unsubscribed from UFIA. I can resubscribe if you...
That is an L moment. On
that is
God.
an L moment. I don't think it's the same person between that and the previous picture.
Perhaps.
How about you, like, go fishing? Like, just reflect on your life choices.
How about you go fishing?
Yeah, just sit up there, cast a rod, just catch a fish.
Catch like 30 catfish.
You gotta eat them, you can just throw them back.
Nah, just like cook them on the spot.
Yeah, just Arthur Morgan them, just...
Then throw them in a bag.
Yeah. You, sir, are a fish.
You know, I was talking about... I want to talk about how much of a disappointment Starfield was.
Oh, yeah. I haven't played it.
The honeymoon phase is, like, deteriorating for Starfield. Because, you know, like, when it first came out, obviously there's there are, like, extreme people on both sides.
Yeah.
Like Starfield's the best game to ever come out. And stuff like that. And then there were people who were, like, absolutely hating it. But Starfield is just outdated.
Yeah.
It is plain and simple.
It's weird, though, because I know, Starfield's launch is obviously bad, but I don't even remember Fallout 4's launch.
Oh.
Not really.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were hyped for Fallout 4.
Yeah, and I think, you and I both enjoy the game, but it definitely has many, many faults.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, because most of the time, when your first playthrough, you don't really see much of the flaws.
You're just having a good time.
Yeah, and then you play it multiple times, and you're like, oh, okay, so yeah, this game isn't like perfect or anything.
But with Fallout 4, it is still really enjoyable, even with the faults.
It's enjoyable. The thing about Starfield is, first off, the graphics are barely an improvement over like Fallout 4, in my opinion. Oh no, it doesn't. For how much it makes your system like slow down and stuff.
Yeah.
Of the graphics quality could be better, especially when like Starfield would look amazing if it was made in 2014.
Well, yeah. Yes, Landon.
No, but like my point is like Red Dead Redemption, it came out in 2016, and it looks infinitely better than Starfield.
Red Dead 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like many things, like the loading screens. There's so many loading screens in the game when there aren't necessary. Like, you think by now, because most modern games, you open a door, you just open the door. There's no loading screen in between. But Bethesda has kept to their old ways.
They like their dimensional doors.
Yeah, they tried to experiment with like that with Fallout 4, with elevators.
Yeah.
To have a little less loading screens.
The thing about the elevators, though, is you're still sitting in an elevator for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and you can't really do anything. But I mean, it's better than, I guess, nothing.
If you went into Starfield looking for an exploration game, I recommend No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
It is, the graphics are kind of Borderlands almost, but there is literally a galaxy and a universe and this whole spectrum of nonsense you can do in that game that is so far beyond what you can do in Starfield. While Starfield has planets and whatnot, this game actually has. It's hard to describe.
What, not planets that are devoid of any life?
There are those, and that you go there, and they're called, like, so, little anecdotal evidence here. There was this planet that I jumped with my big frigate. I was curious to a new system, because it said there was, like, this weird anomaly detected. So I jumped to the system, and no one has been to the system before. You can tell it, because it says discovered by yada yada yada. So this system was discovered by me. I went there, and there was this planet called Planet Class Redacted. So I got to know.
Yeah.
I land there, and it says atmospheric anomaly detected, and like the sky opens up with purple flames, like these weird things start existing, and then like space balls descend.
Yeah, well, the thing about Starfield is that because of their, like, computer generated, like, a lot of planets feel the same. Yeah. A lot of dungeons feel exactly the same. It makes the exploration part, which is usually Bethesda's strong suit, feel pretty bad, because, like, Skyrim and Fallout 4, those games are infinitely smaller, technically, than Starfield, but each place is handcrafted.
Yeah, literally infinitely smaller.
But, yeah. And each place is handcrafted and has a lot of detail, and they all usually stand out.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you played at all any No Man's Sky? Because I played it for like a day or two, and then I kind of just stopped.
Oh.
Because I enjoy it, but it is not a game that I can get invested in. Because as much as I like the game, I don't have the time to sink into it. You know?
Okay. I mean, I never tried playing it. I've been playing Minecraft, honestly.
Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, actually.
Are you playing with mods?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, what else?
Yeah.
I always find it funny that Minecraft kicks my computer into overdrive.
No, it's so weird. I don't get why
you put on a good shader. I mean, it's not that it runs bad. Like, it runs like really good still. Like, I think I was having over hundreds of mods, put in like a really good shader, and I'm still running over 200 FPS.
Yeah.
So it's amazing performance, but it kicks my GPU usage to like 95%.
Which is just weird.
It's because shaders do take out a lot.
I know, but it's a block game.
I mean, shaders make the game look really good.
I know.
Like, insanely good. You wouldn't think, oh yeah, like, these shaders would fundamentally change how, like, physics on grass, like the wind blowing and stuff.
completely unrelated. I paid off my student loans.
Congratulations.
I just did it. I know it's random, but I mean, you'll get it eventually because I know you won't have a free ride, but you'll have an easy ride than I did going and
Scholarships.
being so smart. But I paid them off, and I was like, get it done with because I don't want to have to worry about it. Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah. And I was looking at my bank account, and I'm like, oh my god, that money's gone. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll probably be better in the long run anyway.
Yeah, it will be. Well, actually, it hurts my credit score right now. So to pay it off immediately hurts my credit score.
Oh.
Would you like to know why?
Why?
Because I was considered an open line of credit, having that loan out. So to pay it off instantly removes one of my open lines of credit. So now my only open line of credit is my credit card.
Oh.
Because the credit system in the United States is stupid. It doesn't really exist in any other country. Seriously. Like Australia, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
But here...
Yeah, but freedom.
Man.
You don't get freedom in any other country.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I love reading comments on... I've been seeing the most unhinged comments recently. I'm like, what? I did not know these people existed. They're like, all right, 50% of the population... Or, no, not... Like, 50% of the crimes are done by this one group of the population. There's only one solution. Or something like that. I'm like, what? Is this dude really advocating for genocide right now?
Where are you reading these comments at?
Dude, I find the most unhinged. I keep seeing alt-right people in my feed for no reason.
Are you sure they're real people and not bots?
No, like YouTubers. Alt-right YouTubers in my feed.
Alt-right YouTubers?
I'm like, bro, leave me alone.
How many alt-right YouTubers are there?
Well, let me refer. They cater to the alt-right a lot.
Is it bad that I have a American's Second Civil War playlist on my phone? Not that I encourage the shooting of any particular groups of people or the overthrow of your federal government, but the music is kind of cool. I like the modernized version of old-timey songs.
I was learning about something interesting. During the Spanish Civil War, a lot of places in Spain were unsuccessful because the military was trying to coup the government. But it started a civil war because a lot of the governors and like a lot of places in Spain learned about the coup and they opened the armories to the citizens. Yeah. So they were able to defend themselves against the military.
I know we're not going to talk about it, but I would like to mention that that's kind of what's going on in Israel right now. They're arming civilians because it's just such a small place. Eventually, the fighting will reach everyone, which I thought was kind of neat. I don't care about the politics of the war. I just like to know the weapons they're using because I'm a nerd.
In weapons.
Yeah, I like guns.
They just use spears instead.
That works too.
If
you think about it, a gun is just a ranged. I'm not gonna finish that. That's stupid. I'm not even gonna try.
Were you gonna say a ranged spear? That's dumb. You could throw a spear. It's ranged.
That's what I was gonna say. I knew you were gonna say something. If you look at it like this, a gun is just basically like higher up the tech tree of throwing rocks. It is.
Sure, if you want to be technical, but it's a lot more advanced than that.
Listen,
it's a lot more.
Nah, bro, listen.
There's a lot more that goes into it.
You're propelling a small rock with even smaller ground-up rocks behind it.
There's a lot more mechanics that go into it.
Rifling, gunpowder, right chemical mix to chamber the next round.
Yeah, do you do any of that stuff when you throw a rock? No.
No.
You just.
That's what I'm saying. It's up the tech tree a little bit.
Are you playing Civilization?
Yeah. I'm not good at Civilization. Remember my first...
I was actually good at it. I just didn't play that often.
That's a game that I would want to play with you.
Civilization.
That'd be kind of fun.
And then we kill each other.
Yeah, they're savages.
You only ever play it if you only have the only winnable thing is dominance.
Yeah, that's how it should be, right?
Oh, I usually have them all available.
That's lame.
I mean, it's not like I never go to war.
But war is just so fun.
Until everyone's united under one banner.
That's the end goal here. Under one banner, under one rule. Napoleon.
One people. Okay.
Napoleon.
Yeah. Your Napoleon spawned in South America.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Well, like I was saying, one of the first times I was playing that game when I was a kid. This is one of those memories that you just awaken into consciousness. Okay. You know what I mean? Like one of the first memories I have. I was playing Civ 5, I think it was, and then I was like, oh my god, I got a cannon! I'm so happy. I made a cannon, took like 80 turns because I didn't know how to
actually build up your innovation.
So yeah, I put it on a boat. I roll it to the enemy shore. Not even enemy shore. I just roll it to a shore, and they do like Panzer IV. He's got a tank. Like, well,
dang, I just got artillery, bro.
Yeah.
And when I meant artillery, I meant like early artillery.
Yeah. See this trebuchet? Brand new.
Yeah, I always love I usually, when I played Civilization, I was always ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
In technology, so it was really funny seeing like idiots with like clubs fight against like these like heavily
mounted cavalry.
Yeah, or like heavily like musketeers.
Yeah. Now, what I think would be funny in Civ is like if the temple, like you remember the old ruins?
Yeah.
If the research that they gave you was completely randomized, so you could just start the game
Have
and
a
just
nuclear bomb.
Like Manhattan Project. That'd be
I
hilarious.
I love how it's still called Manhattan Project.
Yeah, no matter who does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I dropped something.
Oppenheimer. Man, Oppenheimer, when he realizes his bomb would
Kills
kill people.
It was a good movie.
Are you gonna watch Napoleon then?
I might. After or before the FNAF movie?
No, why would you watch it after? Or I meant before.
I don't know.
No, I'm taking you to the FNAF movie, whether you like it or not.
Is that a date?
Yes.
Gay.
No, it's a
meeting.
It's a professional meeting.
It's a professional.
It's
meeting.
It's the BroadStrokes
yes,
yearly meeting.
Yeah, BroadStrokes annual meeting.
We're using our revenue to pay for FNAF.
Man, we're out of money here.
We're in debt now.
I would honestly say we have lost money on this podcast.
I guess because
time is money.
We're taking away
an hour every week to do this.
I mean, technically more because we gotta edit it still.
That's true. I say like, and for me, my editing isn't that long. I just gotta make sure. So the longest part of my editing is just listening to it and making sure we don't say anything horrendous.
I usually remember if we say something stupid.
Usually I do too, but I make sure. And the other thing I make sure is that we don't say anyone's last name.
Oh, yeah.
Which you missed a few times, but that's okay.
Well, when?
I don't remember. And I'm not going to point it out either because that would be bad.
Whatever. Yeah, because sometimes I'm kind of like, well, I gotta edit this. So then I want to, like, you know, kill the podcast.
Yeah. Again, us ending this podcast is not that we don't want to do it anymore. We just
aren't creative.
Yeah, we got to move on to something that we can actually make decent work with.
Yeah.
And as much as we kind of enjoy talking into this red microphone for an hour and some change, it's not very good at it. I think that's fair to say.
We're pretty horrible at doing unscripted things. It's not even that the next podcast is going to be scripted per se, but
we'll have notes to go off
we'll
of.
actually have talking points.
I think the thumbnail for this episode would be like a question mark in future.
No, it's just Steven Universe future.
Steven Universe? The little...
No, Steven Universe the future.
What?
Steven Universe Future, the other show after Steven Universe.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh.
Is it good?
It's him as a teenager, and like they say he has trauma because he literally sees life threat, like he's near death in every single like episode of the original show. So yeah. You do have PTSD and stuff because you literally watch people die and stuff in this show.
That show made me feel really uncomfortable to watch around people.
Why? Was it because they were gay rocks?
Yes. Sorry, that's exactly what it is. They're gay rocks. It's the fact that they do this stupid dance and they become one. You know what I mean?
That's like Dragon Ball Z, bro.
Yeah, but like it's a little less gay.
Fuse.
See that terminology there, fusing. That's it's just gay.
Well, I mean, what would you call it? Combining?
Merging? No, that's even worse.
We're merging. We're linking.
Linking? Ooh. Yeah, see, now that... I think the story was good. I don't even know. I don't remember.
I liked it.
The only episode I remember from Steven Universe is the frickin' Uncle Grandpa crossover episode.
Why? That was awful.
Where he just comes in and he's like...
The stupid thing is technically that episode is actually like important to Steven's character because that's how he unlocked his powers.
That's
trying to save Uncle Grandpa.
Are you serious?
Yes. That's the first episode he uses his powers, is saving.
How do you know
Grandpa.
this?
I was watching some people rewatch Steven Universe, so I was like, sure.
You don't they like treat him like he's an anomalous being when he gets there too?
Yeah, because
Like-
he's technically like an actual powerful being.
Yeah.
But he's really just a stupid kid. Also,
Grandpa isn't a stupid kid.
I was referring to Steven himself.
I would refer to. Don't they treat him like an SCP or something?
Yeah, because he has the stupidest solutions. But yeah.
Let's see.
Now Aunt Grandma, okay. Is Uncle Grandpa forgets a god? Did you not see God?
Could the SCP Foundation contain Uncle Grandpa?
What is this on? r/what?
Who would win?
How serious are they?
Yeah, I don't even want to think of it. Uncle Grandpa is
An anomaly.
Like this show and Teen Titans Go just
Is brain dead.
it makes you want to just concave
It's sad that
someone.
Teen Titans Go is like only shown, and then like the actual good shows with actual like heart put into it
Yeah.
are like 1 or 2. And then like the rest of the day is Teen Titans Go.
Do they still air King of the Hill?
Yeah, I used to always see it on Adult Swim.
Like at like
I feel like
9:30, right?
usually the adult show that comes on first on Adult Swim is King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember that always the time I go to bed when I hear that brr, or like the
Yeah,
theme song.
it's like, oh my god, I gotta get off now.
Yeah. Although no one cared that I watched King
Yeah.
of the Hill.
I mean, King of the Hill is like the most tame of.
It's not even really an adult show. It's just.
Yeah, I mean it is funny, but I mean it
Oh,
can be
dang it, Bobby.
it could be pretty adult, but the reason why it's like not fully like I don't count it as fully adult show is because a lot of adult shows are overly violent for no reason,
Yeah.
which it's not funny. It's not.
Well, listen, it can be funny.
It can be, but most of the time it's just mindless violence for the
Yeah.
sake of mindless violence. It's like Family Guy, new Family Guy. They just beat each other up for no reason. It's funny me saying it, but it's not really funny watching it.
Yeah, I guess.
And every single show wants to be the next Family Guy. They have the same art style too. It's really sad. Like Paradise PD and stuff. Like it's not funny at all.
I don't know. There's really not very many good
Adult
shows.
Yeah.
I
Bob's
heard
Burgers good.
Bob's Burgers again. Is Bob's Burgers even really an adult show?
Yeah. Okay. Teenager show. Is that better to describe
I don't
it?
even know.
It's because it's not a kid show, obviously.
I guess my depiction of which one is which is kind of skewed. But honestly, I would say Star Wars: The Clone Wars had more adult themes than Bob's Burgers. It did. Like,
Themes. I mean, Bob's Burgers isn't meant to be serious, though.
well, I get that, but I mean, one was technically speaking, a kids show because it came on Cartoon Network, not Adult Swim. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like literal war crimes.
I mean, yeah, but you could say like regular show is like an adult show.
Well, wasn't regular show originally going to be on Adult Swim?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I love the fact that they had that censor episode because I think it was Mordecai, the blue jay.
Yeah, the blue one.
He's like, "You're really pissing me off," or something on the original kids version.
You know which one of our friends from high school, kind of friends, not really, always reminded me of Mordecai?
So he was a simp.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Okay,
But
who
just his
was
whole
he?
personality, the whole way he acted, just guess.
I don't know.
He was tall.
I forgot his name.
You know who I'm talking about with this Justin?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking
I know
about.
who you're talking about.
You see what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But he acted like Mordecai, and I didn't like Justin towards the end.
I know your friend group was like cracking.
It would. Our friend group had a little dark age edit moment. And at the end, towards the end, I got really kind of cold too, and I think you saw that because I was getting ready for boot camp, and I was like, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
The dread of.
It wasn't even dread. It was more just like, well,
Time.
yeah, I guess it's time.
I need to grow up now.
Part of me thinks about like what would have happened if And it's not worth dwelling on because it's a dangerous road to go down. But like, what happens if I didn't get that second COVID shot, kind of thing?
Oh.
Where would I have been? I mean, I would have already completed my MOS school. I would have been Marine Corps Infantry.
Realistically, you'd probably just be on a base. But...
Yeah, probably doing training exercises and killing my knees.
Yeah.
But looking at it now, I'm pretty happy how it turned out. Got a pretty decent job. The BroadStrokes exist. Got to go up to Alaska.
We were trying to experiment with podcasting before boot camp, but then we
It
were
was,
like, yeah,
it was bad.
It wouldn't have been possible anyway.
You ever heard about that? It was here, not here, but in Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana. What about? Oh yeah, I think I heard.
The shed or whatever it was, like this warehouse they brought people to and tied them to a chair.
Yeah. Braden told me.
Yeah, it's
of
like
all people.
Well, how? They're getting away with this.
Yeah, what happened? Did they get
I don't know. Hopefully they got put in jail or under the jail or something.
Yeah, sued, jailed. Yeah, because there's so many dumb... Like, I learned about this one. So this family, like, their dog got injured. So they put... So they were... Like, I mean, they were speeding. They get their dog some care.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Yeah, and the cop pulled him over and he pulled a gun on this dude for some reason and told him to get out of the car. Then they brought other cops and they all pointing guns at the kid and the mom and stuff.
Yeah.
It was an overreaction to...
I say you get sued.
Yeah. If you have a recording of it and a good lawyer, then...
Better Call Saul.
Law by Mike.
Law by Mike. I think Better Call Saul would destroy Law by Mike.
No, Law by Mike would be like... No. So, according to this law,
and then
that
Mike
I know every
him.
single one...
Mike would just shoot him.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
Immediately.
Right to an attorney.
Well, Saul Goodman, he just makes stuff up half the time.
Well, but you haven't watched the show. You don't know. Kaylee's going to finish the show before you do.
I haven't started, so...
You should really watch it.
I shouldn't?
You
Thanks.
should. I said you should.
I'm like the Punisher when he was tied up in that chair.
What do you mean?
the meme.
He wasn't tied up in a chair when he
Wait,
said
what?
he was.
Yeah.
No. Wait, no. So his actor, John Berthill, or whatever his name, he's in The Walking Dead. He's in some Tom Clancy games, right?
Yeah.
In all of everything he's in, you know what line he says?
What?
Let me tell you something.
Really?
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's kind of like his phrase. Not even the character, but the actor. It's funny.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What else? I had something in my brains.
What was it?
No, it's in mush now, but...
Some neurons firing away.
I found out about a thing called shaking baby syndrome.
I wonder what it could be about, Landon.
Well, apparently some parents think it's a good idea to shake their baby.
Oh, I heard about this, actually. Like, it comes out with, like, sleep deprivation, and you're not thinking straight, and you just, go to sleep!
You're like, go to sleep. And then, because their, like, skulls and stuff aren't fully developed, their brain literally hits the top over and over
It makes
again.
them go to sleep, right?
Permanently.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah, so yeah. It's pretty awful. And if they do survive, they have a bunch of permanent, like...
Is that what happened to me?
Yeah. No hesitation.
Yeah.
You just ask your mom, so did you shake me while I was young?
I remember one of these other memories I have, like, neuron activation when I was a child, and one of the first ones I have.
Neuron activation.
Neuron activation. I was at the hospital when Kelly was getting born, my sister.
Yeah.
And Grandma gave me a toy. It was a Transformer toy.
Uh-huh.
And I was trying to fold him back into a car, but I broke him. That's all I remember.
Then you cried.
No, I didn't cry. I was like, this sucks.
Threw it on the ground.
I was
Should
upset.
have never been born.
I was upset because Grandma had just given it to me. Not because it was broken. I didn't want to make her feel bad.
Oh.
But that's what I remember.
I kind of have a story, but... So, on Saturday last week...
That's crazy.
Okay. So I was working.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows not to, call me when I'm working because I'll never answer, right? And your mother tried to call me.
Mother.
Right. and let's just say she had one too many drinks.
Oh, I heard about this. Continue.
And so she called me. Obviously, I didn't pick up. And she texted me and left me a voicemail.
I saw the text message.
She sent it to you or something?
Yeah, she sent me Chelsea sent me a screenshot of the text message. Do you have it with you?
Yeah, I can read it word for word.
Yeah, just since it's the last episode, let's just embarrass her.
She already knows. Everyone knows.
This shall exist on the glass substrates of a Google headquarters file room somewhere for time and millennium until the heat death of the universe.
Yes.
That's
the last thing she told me.
Let me see.
I didn't even respond. I was just in awe.
let me read that one more time. Jody says we need some waffle fries, some really good holy chicken.
I like how you censored yourself.
I did. So I have to edit it.
Why would you edit
That's
out that
a good
word?
point. I'm not going to say that word, though. It's a bad word.
Okay, fine. I'll
Don't
play by
say
your
it.
games.
Don't say it.
All right, my stepfather says we need waffle fries, some really good, holy effing chicken, yo.
He said a bad word.
Yeah, but and then I listened to the voicemail, and it's just like sounds really quiet, but if you put your ear, you can just like faintly hear her laughing, like stumbling over her own words. I'm like, what? I like got off of work. I was like, I have this at full volume. What is happening?
Yeah, I kind of hate when people are drunk. They're really annoying.
Gets a drunk call.
Oh,
You ever got a drunk call from
yes,
somebody?
I have.
What was the experience? Did you pick up?
I did pick up, and I just let them rant.
What'd they ask you?
They didn't ask me anything. They were just telling me about their day. Like, doing it over again and again. They know what they're talking about. Like, okay. You okay? Like, yeah, I'm good, man.
About to get in this car.
Out of my pocket. Some nice keys. You know what I'm going to do with them? Yeah.
Statistically, non-drunk driving is more common.
Wow.
And causes more crashes. Beat that anti-drunk driver.
I'm sorry, I didn't text.
What were you sent?
Pictures of pumpkins.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkins. Pumpkin. You gonna carve pumpkins for Halloween?
Probably.
I hate carving
Probably
pumpkins.
not. Because I hate having to clean them.
Yeah, and I hate the feeling of goop. You know? When
Yeah, unless I have gloves.
When you
then-
shove your hand to the hole. That kind of moist, kind of chunky feeling.
What hole have you been sticking your hand into?
The pumpkin hole. The big, gaping pumpkin hole.
So you're I'm not gonna finish it.
Bro, you're a senior in high school. You should have had more drunk experiences.
Like me being drunk, or
No, I'm not even saying that. This whole fallacy, and I don't mean to sound like a complete nerd or geek or whatever. And Lenny can attest that I was not that in high school. I wasn't. I was a pretty. I don't know what you describe our group as.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, the group was weird. A lot of them were, but I wouldn't say we were outcast by any means.
No, you guys were a pretty big group anyway, though. It's not like you guys were like one tiny niche group of individuals.
But I don't know, man. For me personally, I've never had the desire to go to a party or anything, but I don't consider myself an introvert either. I just really would rather do anything but that. Maybe it's because I'm weird, maybe it's because of whatever. I don't know, but I don't like the idea of being in a crowded space. Crowds don't make me anxious, per se, but I'd like to just not be in them.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't go to parties, bro.
That's what I'm getting at. But I also don't like being drunk, because I don't get the purpose of it. I like being able to comprehend reality around me. I like to be able to not feel relaxed. I like to be stable. I like accelerants, not depressants. I like my
obviously.
caffeine and my meth. That's all good.
That's all good.
That's all good while I'm wearing the shirt. That's funny.
Oh, you said meth. That was actually what I was alluding to. Yeah, parties are not really for me. What else? Yeah, drinking, not for me either. I mean, there's a difference between drinking and getting drunk.
Yeah.
If you're, like, controlled about it.
But even then, though, it's
But
like,
like
it's
if you're with people, though, it's a little hard.
beer is literally just liquid bread. Like I don't
Oh.
want to feel I don't want to feel inebriated. I just want to feel good. The only time I feel
And drink water.
I do drink water. I drink a lot of water. The most relaxed I've ever been is like get a good run in and then take a cold shower. That feels great.
Me, when I take a cold shower, I feel like I'm dead.
I love cold showers.
Cold showers are the least comfortable thing.
I love it. I love being frigid.
Well, you know what?
Again,
Or kill the dinosaurs.
aliens.
No,
Ice Age.
that's an inside joke.
Ice Age. We had an Arnold soundboard at one point.
Yeah, and he loved to spam it during Washington D.C. Wait,
Was it DC?
yeah,
Yeah, it was. It
Wait a
was
minute.
DC. Which DC trip?
the one where I was with you.
That DC trip was like 5 days before I left for boot camp.
Yeah, it really was.
It was so snowy.
I was about to say, I felt like we've never really talked about
No, we haven't.
our Washington D.C. trip.
It's kind of a blur for me.
Really, you don't remember anything?
I remember it, but it was, again, right before boot camp, so my mind was elsewhere. And then getting COVID, I think that kind of screwed with my brain, too.
So you got that temporary dementia.
I know we went to the Marine Corps Museum.
Oh yeah.
You got it, too. I remember walking to the DC Monument and being like, wow, that's tall.
I remember taking a picture of the DC monument. I still have it while it was snowing, and it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, the snow made everything look just monolithic.
Ominous.
It looked awesome.
I remember working out with you
Yeah, I don't remember that. Where did we work out at?
in the hotel gym.
Was it a good gym?
It was alright, I guess.
All right. And dumbbells?
I mean, it was literally just us two.
That's why I do like hotel gyms. Hotel gyms. I like hotel gyms because there's nobody else in there usually, and you can just. It's weird.
Yeah, because you usually think of a gym as like a place full of people.
Yeah.
Turn off notifications, bud.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a text message. I apologize.
Yeah, that was a. We did not like really talk. Like, did we talk about like your conversation with the a fella?
On the plane?
Yeah.
No, we didn't talk about it.
Would you like to tell it? Because you obviously have the most to say, probably. Because you're the dude who literally talked. To
Okay,
him.
so this gentleman with a
This black fella.
this black fella. We board a plane.
African American
It's
gentleman.
African American gentleman. He could have been actually African. We don't know. But Landon, this African gentleman, and myself board the plane. I think Southwest Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
We go down a bit. I think he sits at the far. No, wait. I'm sitting in the middle.
Yeah, I
You
sit
have a
out
window
by the
seat,
window, and
And he's in the aisle.
yeah,
Now he's
standing.
sitting. Yeah. we're all just hanging out. We take off, and he's listening to some music, right?
Yeah.
Now, how did I start up the conversation?
I don't even know what you guys even started.
We started talking about guns.
Yeah. Found common interest. You
Yeah.
guys talked about knives too. Yeah, you did. You guys talked about knives for a while. You talked about your knife collection. The way I'm describing it makes it seem like you have like a secret stash of like things, but
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. We just have knives and we have guns. And he's like, bro, I'm actually like an artist. You want to listen to some of my music or something like that? And it's like,
then Kyle has some mild racism.
it wasn't intentional. It really wasn't. It was just a slip of the tongue. I wasn't thinking, I swear. And I said, listen, man, I'll listen to it. But to be honest, rap's not my thing.
And you just even make rap.
And the dude just laughs. He gives me this AirPod, which is, to props to him, surprisingly clean. And I put it in my ear. It's like some hip hop crap. It wasn't very good. You sound like every other modern artist.
Oh, and I know you hate everything modern, so
I don't hate everything modern. I just don't
tell
like
me one thing you like that's modern.
Vaccines.
Oh, I mean modern. Yeah, sure. At least you're not anti-vaxxer.
They're controlling us with the vaccines, the microchips.
Oh, well, I just actually look. I just got the microchips in me. Ow.
That hurt.
Yes, I got it today.
I just karate chopped his shot Band-Aid.
I
Got
got
one in
some.
arm too.
Yeah, I did
sorry.
actually. Yeah, I got the microchip. I got the Elon chip.
I had somebody go into work and they were like, "I wish I had that little RFID thing on my wrist so I could just open like doors and stuff, and like pay with my hand."
I wish I just had Neuralink.
And I was like, "What?" Like, dude, you're a moron. You have a card in your pocket. Just use it, right?
I wish I didn't have to spend 2 seconds reaching.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to carry a wallet. I mean, I guess that is a practical application. Like, I just have my driver's license in my arm. It's on a little chip.
A little weird, but
A little weird.
license and registration.
Just hand him your hand.
Hey, are you trying to fight me?
What? Maybe eventually that will be how it is if we make it that far.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why so many people idolize Elon Musk like he's the most intelligent human being in the world. And then you like look at the stuff he does and you realize how idiotic it is. Like, you can't ban people on X anymore.
That's rough.
Or you can't block people. So like if there's like a dude annoying you or you don't want to see some dude's like feed.
Feet? Oh.
Then you can't block them. But you can only block their messages to you.
Here's another storyline. Can you explain the time you read that gay comic for research purposes?
Hey, what? What gay comic?
You read that gay comic. One of
Read?
Yeah, it was
I
on
didn't
YouTube.
read any gay comic.
Stop, give me a second. You did. It was advertised on YouTube
Oh.
for a few months.
I mean, I watched the anime.
Yeah, you watched it. Huh?
I watched the animated series.
For the plot, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was a new experience.
It was gay, wasn't it?
Duh, I mean, couldn't you tell?
To not make Lana sound like a complete
Homo.
There was on YouTube for a little while, like, this advertisement. I think it was not just like little images, but it was actually a little video.
Yeah, those are the only ones I saw.
Yeah. It was like, I remember it because there was like an emo one. There was like this one who looks like Fred.
One was a jock.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah. And there was
an average dude. I think.
Yeah, I think.
And a nerd.
And there's like some like film boy.
That boy nerd.
Yeah, film boy nerd. And then Lennon, I guess, took the initiative and watched it.
I had to take one home for the boys.
He took one, all right. That's really gay. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you watch that? I think lesser of
curiosity.
Were you? Hell, it was on YouTube, so it wasn't anything bad.
Yeah.
So what was the whole thing? Was it?
It was just weird. It was really cringy. I really wanted.
Let me see if it's still there.
I really wanted to, rewind the clock about 10 minutes after watching that.
YouTube gay comic. This is a mistake. I should not be looking this up.
Just finds like a dude reading a fan fiction.
Was it? Oh.
Hey, yo, what you found?
Nothing.
I love the most sus looking thumbnail videos. Because they're never in the actual, videos, obviously. But they always pick the really sus-looking thumbnail of the comics. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I love it because I love reading the comments. Grimace Shake.
Yeah, this is not something I want to just...
Did you ever watch Meat Canyon's Grimace Shake video?
No, I have not watched McCain's Grimace Shake video.
It's so cursed.
Hi. Send dudes! You mean nudes? I'm in a fight!
Alright.
Send dudes.
Send dudes. Okay, let me
Are
delete
there
that
any
from my...
transgender bathrooms in here?
What? What are you talking about?
How are you breathing in space?
Oh, how are you? You shoot white because you hate the blacks.
No, is your suit white because you're racist?
Yeah. Are there any women on this mission? What is the other one?
Oh, were there any transgender bathrooms in here?
Oh, the fuck are you breathing in space?
And the space bar gets cut off every time.
Yeah, it's great.
I love seeing animated versions of that. I found a Lego version of that. I saw a really dumb meme called, it was actually kind of clever. Some dude's like, you look like Lego, I need to find it. Yeah, a guy put in his Twitch chat, "You look like Lego 6469488."
What?
And this is it. It's a taco stand.
Have you seen the thing where she looks like Lego Anakin 2014? Give me a second.
And the dude's like, ban him for like 1 million seconds, or something like that, to make him really feel the pain or something.
20.
I did not know Legos were named like that. I thought I thought that was just called taco stand Lego.
Yeah. There's no audio for that, but it was just.
I love Lego.
Yeah.
I love the Lego meme.
Lego's good. Then we have about 7.5 minutes left of the broad strokes.
We don't have to end it exactly at the 1 hour mark, right? I thought you. Why don't we make it a little longer than normal since it didn't make it last?
1 hour, 3 minutes. I got stuff to do, and you got to get home.
What do you mean you got stuff to do?
I gotta run.
Didn't you? You told me you got everything done before.
I said except for my run.
Oh well, why didn't you do it while you were waiting for me?
Because I thought you'd be here sooner, but I didn't know you were gonna have like a full-on,
spend time with my family.
Lord of the Rings X dialogue session.
Sorry that I like to spend time with my family. Sometimes.
Well, that's fine, but to have a pre-scheduled thing and then ruin it by social interaction.
Sorry,
that's
it's a little rude to just walk out.
No, it's not. You're pretty good at that, actually. You just kind of, do that. You don't say anything and just walk.
Well, because sometimes I don't know if they're talking to me or not.
Well, that's a good excuse, I guess.
That's not an excuse. It's
you ever
being genuine.
You ever dip your fingers in hot wax when you were a kid?
No.
Oh.
Are you weird?
Someone who listens to this has done that before. They're little hot wax burner things.
Yeah, somebody's just a complete clone of Kyle here. Afia, is that you?
What?
Yeah, Afia's just Kyle V2.
Afia's a woman.
Looks exactly like you.
Afia's a woman, maybe. I don't know.
Has a mustache.
Oh. Women can have mustaches.
Has a beard.
That too, I guess. What are you looking up right now?
Lego 6. Yeah.
What's the time frame on our new podcast endeavor?
Time frame?
Yeah, it'll be a little while.
Like next week. I'm just telling you.
Bro, we gotta do some redesign.
I don't know.
First.
We should. I could come down and we can plan stuff.
I guess.
And how we would change things.
So don't worry, folks. We're not gone, but it won't exist in the same capacity.
We're on an infinite hiatus.
That's a good way to say I quit.
Yeah, right. Every YouTuber who just gives up. I love that meme that's that's the guy's I ran out of ideas. And then his next video is reacting to I ran out of ideas.
And the next one's reacting to
yeah.
I ran out of ideas.
Those videos got a lot of views too, is the funny thing. I think it's reacting to I ran out of ideas got 1 million views or something ridiculous.
I was watching a thing about Markiplier and how he was talking about his most viewed video.
Yeah.
Being cats.
Not even a game video.
No,
what he's known for.
Just him meowing.
I love that. YouTubers, the thing that they don't even prioritize on, and that's the video that did the best on their channel. There's this
I want to check something.
There's this one YouTuber called Out Chest Breach or something.
Oh yeah.
I used to watch, and he does Fallout mod videos, right? And his best video is a GTA 5 video. The bridge. Can you do the gritty?
Let's see.
Are you trying to see if there's a full uncensored clip?
No, I just want to see how many views it has.
Oh, I doubt he has on his channel.
So this 6 years ago, 7.7 million views.
It was a big thing. I think it caused the second adpocalypse. If you remember that.
Second apocalypse.
The first one was also caused by PewDiePie, funnily enough. And you know why, right? He went on Fiverr and he told some Indian people. He wanted to see how far you can push it, and he told some Indian dudes to hold up signs that say kill the Jews or something messed up like that. So yeah, That caused the first apocalypse, where a lot of advertisers left.
Wow. Yeah, I never watched PewDiePie really.
Yeah, I was never a fan.
No.
Like he seems like a cool dude, but I'm not a fan of him.
He's too mainstream for me, I guess.
That's not really that, but because I do watch big YouTubers.
You like Big Pharma? I mean, Big YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah, Big Pharma.
I don't know why Big Pharma came out. My bad.
Big fan.
I love Big Pharma, man.
Keep holding out.
Yeah. I love those $200 EpiPens. Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching this thing. This dude was like asking British people like.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that.
Guess how much the stuff is in America.
They're way off.
Yeah. They're like, oh, $15.
Nope, $300.
And they're like, so you either pay for it or you die.
Yes. No, honestly, man, I don't. It's really tough because as much as I'd love to go to a different country eventually, because I really don't. I don't know. I'm not happy with the current state of this country, to be honest.
Then leave, you coward.
Well, that's kind of what I'm planning on
joking.
doing, actually.
To where?
I don't know.
Mexico. He goes to Mexico.
I don't know.
Like every rich white dude.
How much money do you think I need to take over a small, poor African country?
Just go to the. I don't know. Probably a lot. You'd actually have to convince them that you're not like a horrible person. Actually, it doesn't really take that much people to coup a government.
Just takes a few good ones.
Yeah.
People in the right places.
And actually, most coups fail.
Yeah.
You just never hear about the ones that fail. You just hear about the ones that succeed.
Or almost succeed.
Yeah. A lot of the time, it's just that the government catches it way before anything horrible happens.
Intelligence gathering.
I don't know how much money. It probably depends on which one you're going to. If you go to like South Africa, you probably make the whole country collapse.
Yeah.
The country's already on the verge of collapse anyway.
I know the cost of living will go up, obviously, with, I was thinking maybe at one point, Greenland.
Dang, you're gonna become a Dane now?
Well, it's a temperature that I like. It's cozy.
You know how little people live? You know how much taxes you gotta pay?
That's perfect, man. I don't like most people. I like the cold.
You like taxes?
Well, I don't like taxes, but if it means I get good health care...
Yeah.
Maybe, what about Norway? Anything good there? Maybe Sweden.
About the same for all those Nordic countries are about the same.
Yeah.
Literally, they have similar policies.
Aren't they some of the happiest nations in the world, though?
Yeah.
It's weird.
But my taxes, I want to keep them.
I'm sorry, blood pressure is rising rapidly as you say this.
I love when seeing people being like, but I want my taxes. I want to be able to keep this money for myself.
Yeah.
It just seems like I don't know if they want to actually come off as this, but it just seems selfish to be that way. Like, I don't want to give because they're like, I don't want to give my money to people who aren't working their butt off doing stuff.
It's like I'm all.
The thing is it benefits the working people the most.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just tough, and to talk about it just gets people angry. So it's not worth talking about.
It gets people riled up for some reason.
Yeah.
The wait times, though.
At least you're not dead.
The thing is you could have both private and public. There you
Yeah.
go. That's your solution. If you want your quicker
And both.
healthcare, go get the private one.
It's crazy.
I guess we just can't have two. It's only one or the other for some reason. It's like people asking for free education. And there's some people who think education shouldn't be free either, which is insane.
No, the hardcore libertarians are, I would say, far scarier than most other groups. Because if you haven't seen historically, when businesses are allowed to do as they please...
I know, it's like they want the return of the Gilded Age.
Yeah, businesses, believe it or not, don't care about you.
They care about the green.
Yeah, and it's not even about really... I mean, it's about the green, but it's also about, making more of the green indefinitely and more. It's never enough. Consume everything until everything is just about making green.
Which is what, obviously, the biggest flaw of capitalism would be. That's what it prioritizes.
Because so quickly we lose our morality, and it's all about just one number.
But yeah, I mean that's why we made those laws. Why Theodore Roosevelt made those laws so that the workers and stuff stopped being fully oppressed.
The only difference between what we are dealing with now than what he is dealing or he dealt with then is that it was called laissez-faire or something like that.
Yeah, free form.
Yeah. I know my history.
Yeah.
Good old Roosevelt, you're a good man with your trust busting.
Yeah.
And your
like,
speak softly, carry big stick.
You know, like Ben Shapiro's a libertarian, like hardcore, and I was watching his ranking of the presidents for some reason, just out of curiosity, like, and you put like Theodore Roosevelt because obviously he conflicts a lot with his beliefs in like D tier or something.
Yeah, trash.
Like, despite the fact he did so much good for the country.
He is, I would say, top 3 presidents of all time.
Yeah, why do you think he has a head on Mount Rushmore?
He's cool.
Like, it helped the everyday man.
Also, he just seems like a jolly guy.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to? Who wouldn't want to go in a safari?
Like
adventure?
after he retires, he dresses up as Santa. You see it, right?
And beat people up.
He just kills them.
Apparently, he like got beat up pretty hard, and like his eye fell out or something.
Jesus.
And he still wanted to fight. So it was pretty cool.
He was part of the Rough Riders, so technically speaking, he was
Yeah.
kind of special forces.
Yeah. Apparently, he died because from like a adventure he went in Brazil on the Amazon River.
Of course, Brazil.
And he got some like disease or something there. And apparently he actually helped spread the myth that piranhas would like eat anything that touches the water. Because he saw a guy put a full cow in the river and that cow got shredded up.
Jesus.
And that was because the piranhas haven't eaten in like forever.
You know, what modern thing, natural or man-made, or even, you know, any other kind of culmination of dangerous thing scares you the most?
Probably a shark. I'm just joking. Sharks are actually not scary at all. Probably AI.
They're in the pool with you.
Probably the use of AI.
Really? AI for you?
Huh?
AI for you?
Yeah.
I think, for me anyway, just any bioweapon.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like literally scary because you could say nukes or you could say.
I think a nuke is a whole lot less scary than a bioweapon.
Well, because bioweapon it causes extra.
And the thing
pain.
is, like, it's just, I mean, with COVID, like, look at how, I'm not saying COVID was a bioweapon, I'm saying it's a good example of how something, or fast something can spread.
Yeah.
You know, like, within, let's say, 2 weeks, it was in China and then the United States.
Because some people didn't take it seriously.
Nope.
People were like, it's not gonna be here. And then a few months later.
I know I've told this story numerous times, but when COVID first started, my dad and I, we went to Academy. We bought so many bullets. Because we were like, well, everything else out of stock, so we might as well grab some bullets. So that if our neighbors have it, we can just take it.
Dang, it's not that serious, guys.
We were kind of hoping. Crawled out through the fall.
But yeah, when COVID first started, I actually talked to people about COVID because it wasn't really a big thing in the States.
It took like 2 weeks for people to start caring. I remember watching CNN 10 in civics. That teacher came to our... we do this thing for like teachers. We do teacher grants so they can win money occasionally.
Yeah.
She won and she recognized me. It's like, you don't got to pretend you don't know me because I wasn't looking at her. And I was like, oh yeah, it's you. And I told her I didn't like her class.
But
what's she gonna do? I have all of her information.
But yeah, because I was hearing about it, I was like, oh, that's interesting, and I was talking to like adults and stuff, and they're like, oh, it's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna come to the United States.
I think their thought process was that they lived through Zika, Ebola, and so did we, but we weren't really paying attention to it then. But then this, 2 weeks later.
Yeah. The thing is because COVID spreads easily. Like Ebola, the only ways you get it is literally through fluids.
Yeah. I mean, Ebola makes you, like, you know, spit out your small intestine, but...
yeah, like, you basically will die, but you have to come in contact with that, with bodily fluids of that person. If you have no contact with that person at all, be it, like, blood or anything from them...
I think the scariest part about this is that these things do still exist. I mean, they're eradicated, or at least most. Like, I think Ebola is all but gone now, isn't it?
Ebola's just not as big. The thing is a lot of African nations are actually like recovering from these big diseases because of education. teaching like kids and stuff like what causes this and explaining it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's proven to actually help.
I mean, because everyone's gonna wash their hands. Like, I don't want to just forcefully remove my
And
organs
I
to
mean,
my rectum.
obviously, like humanitarian vaccines,
Yeah.
aid coming.
But what I was saying is, these diseases and various strains of viruses, or even fungi, if you like to play The Last of Us, I'm sure that in labs across everywhere, they still exist.
Yeah, smallpox.
100%. Yeah.
Smallpox is known. I mean, it's eradicated. Like, you could walk outside and never get smallpox.
But it still exists.
It's still in a U.S. And Russian lab.
Now, with that said, what else do they have in there? Because the most dangerous weapon I see, like I was saying before, is, in my mind, a bioweapon.
Yeah. But they claim it's for studying how things work. Except they should already know how the virus works by now. They shouldn't need it anymore.
I honestly think they're probably just making artificial viruses.
I'm pretty sure the United States says that they were going to try. We need to. I think it actually leaked.
Yeah.
And I think one scientist got affected, and then they like completely quarantined the lab, and then it went away. So it never became a big issue.
But that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of a broken arrow incident, like with nuclear bombs.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oop, I dropped one. Sorry.
Oops, I dropped it in the middle of your country. Sorry.
What was that one? Like, I think it was in Mississippi or something, where they just lost one. Like, it still has not been found.
Yeah. And we don't even know how many the Soviets lost.
Yeah, because who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, who cares nuclear bombs and planes these days? We just have ICBMs.
It's just a nuke.
The Cuban Missile Crisis was, I would not have wanted to live during those days.
You know, it's funny to think of, in like 500 years or so, some random dude's gonna be like out in the desert just walking around. And he's gonna have a Geiger counter, because it's like 1 in a million chances this guy has a Geiger counter, he's walking around the desert. And he's gonna find like some old MiG with like a small nuclear warhead on it.
I mean, 500 years later, though, you think that, degrade a little bit.
Well, that's why it would give off more radiation, because it's degrading.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
The thing about bombs, I guess a lot of people don't really understand nuclear bombs, because they feel like after a nuclear bomb is dropped, it'll last for like years of
But
like full fallout.
It's kind of intentionally designed not to last forever.
Yeah.
For a few months, it'll be, bad.
Well, the thing is actually, I think it said that you can, technically it's okay after a few weeks.
Yeah.
But it's because it's spread out, and the thing is a lot of atoms immediately die after just being released.
Because it's something to do with, like, the decay of it, right?
Yeah, it's the decay.
I don't know exactly how it fully works, I'm not a nuclear physicist. But I know that the more the thing clicks, the more it's bad. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
I play Fallout.
But yeah, it decays. But like a nuclear reactor, if a disaster happens with that,
That's longer and worse because
it's concentrated.
yes, that's also why the fear of dirty bombs is a thing. Because dirty bombs are warheads that were converted to intentionally not have such a large explosive radius, but just throw radiation everywhere.
Yeah, that's messed up. Actually, did you hear that that Bangladesh bought uranium
Oh, that's great.
from Russia?
Oh, that's even better. It's probably not even.
No, actually, they bought it for a nuclear power plant.
Oh, it's probably not even really uranium. It's probably just like lead. they got it confused.
I mean, though that is good though, because they have like energy issues. So, having a nuclear power plant is sure to boost up the energy.
Who are they bringing in to build it?
Okay, I don't know. They just already have like nuclear
got one guy.
They just had nuclear engineers already. They just needed the material.
It's backwards thinking. I guess not, but still.
I don't know. Maybe they'll have some Russian specialists help them.
They're all dead.
I don't think every Russian doesn't know how to make a... I don't know who's helping build it, but they're making it, so...
I could probably count on two hands the number of people in Russia who can, like, make a functional nuclear reactor. Actually, it can't be that hard. If a Boy Scout can do it in his backyard with fire alarms, then a Russian can do it.
Then, yeah, an average basic Russian dude can do it. Just drink some vodka and then you're already intelligent.
So that dude, he did it once, right? The Boy Scout. He was a
Yeah.
Boy Scout. Made it once by getting like fire alarms, taking a little bit of radiation out of it. Not radiation, but the radioactive material.
Mm-hmm.
So he did it that one time, and I think he almost got it working until something happened, like maybe his mom or something, because he was doing this in his shed.
How big is your shed, bro?
I don't know. It's not a big reactor; it's a small one. But his mother actually took out like the trash and they threw it away. Then like somehow somebody was getting sick of the plant where the trash was being brought because they were just dumping radioactive material, like the old control rods or whatever. And yeah, eventually he had like the FBI, like just every government.
Obviously, it'd be a little concerning that
just this red
there's
reactor.
uranium.
And I don't think so. The material in the alarm isn't uranium or anything, but it is radioactive material.
A lot of things are radioactive, actually.
He had to go drive around with a counter, like a Geiger counter, trying to find the specific uranium he needed. Eventually, he found it, brought it back. It's good to go. But he, I think, got arrested. But I think he was a minor at the time or something because he was still a Boy Scout.
Mm-hmm.
So he eventually got out of prison, although his skin was a bit ghoulish.
He's a zombie.
Yeah. Then I think they put him on a watch list, obviously, and they caught him buying all the materials to make another one.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Bruh. He's like banned from buying fire alarms.
Let's see.
White House, clarify.
Nuclear Boy Scout. Let's see.
David
Hahn. Neutron source. Yeah. So FBI investigations.
Neutron.
Oh, he was... Wait. During a review at the FBI office on May 16, 2007, investigators questions touched on a variety of topics such as flyers that Hahn had distributed promoting his book and upcoming film, theft of tires, rims from a vehicle prior to his Navy service, a diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia, and a few less significant topics.
Interesting.
That's not him. Let's see. Yeah.
He died of fentanyl, really?
Oh, that's boring. He's gonna turn into a ghoul.
I thought he just died from like cancer or something.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not related even just slightly.
No, but it's kind of cool. Building a neutron source in his mother's backyard.
Wow. Okay. Something?
Oh wait, he did get Eagle Scout after his lab was dismantled. He got the final rank.
Congratulations.
While he never managed to build the reactor, Hunt's progress attracted the attention of local police when they found material in his vehicle that troubled them during a stop for a separate matter. Could you just open this dude's trunk and he's got like control rods?
He should have said, don't consent to a search.
Yeah, well, I'm like... But he didn't want to say seated in one spot for too long, though, because he was giving everyone cancer.
Oh, yeah, he looks not good.
I mean, even in the before picture, he looks nuts. You know what he looks like? He looks like the kid from that 60 Seconds game. Where you put him in the bunker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Timmy.
Right before nuclear
Yeah, little
explosion.
Timmy.
He always seems to die in that.
Yeah, I always kill him. But I think we got to conclude.
Wait, I want to talk about one thing. Okay, I just thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you know we can actually see what the universe probably would have looked like a long time ago?
You could close your eyes.
No.
Oh.
That's also not what it looked like.
Shut up, nerd.
So, if we see, like, really, like millions of light years away, like, stuff, right? You know, like, it takes that amount of time, so it's that in the past by the time you look at it. So, since we can see some things very far away, what they look like to us is that they actually look really, like, super, super close up and dense materials.
Because everything's constantly moving away.
Well, because everything in the beginning of the universe was...
there in one specific spot. So I get what you're saying. As it's moving away, because the time it takes it to get to us visually is even further away. So we're looking at a snapshot of what it was before.
Yeah.
That's always getting closer while the thing itself is getting further.
Yeah, it's interesting. Apparently, actually, also that I found this out, is so it takes actually 4 minutes for light to reach us on Earth from the sun. So if the sun disappeared, we wouldn't realize it till 4 minutes later.
That's cool. Hopefully that sun won't disappear anytime soon.
I mean, we didn't like immediately freeze to death. But...
Yes.
But if we were hypothetically alive, the sun would disappear after 4 minutes. After it disappeared. So.
Could you like live in a bunker, at least for a little while? You need your own oxygen production because all the plants would die.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like artificial lighting that could possibly grow plants,
and then just live off that oxygen.
Yeah.
But you gotta worry about heating too.
Just have a heater.
This could get really cold.
Just have a heater and that's it.
Yeah.
Right foot creep. Ooh.
Shut up. Shut up. What else you got for us?
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and cool. I guess it also kind of helps prove the Big Bang, because, well, what Big Bang is thought to be is antimatter and matter coming into collision, causing a huge burst of energy.
And then somehow there's more matter than antimatter.
No, it's more like, it's not that there's more, because the universe is still expanding.
Well, the way it was described to me is that there's somehow more matter than there is antimatter, and that's how everything exists. Because obviously we are matter and we are not antimatter, otherwise we'd be nothing.
Yeah, well, all the matter before was just very condensed, because I'm sure you've already been told this, is matter can't be created or destroyed. So there's always been that same amount of matter. It's just been condensed.
Into a thing inconceivably small.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, again, somehow it happened, and then... I don't like to think about it, though.
The reason the universe is still like expanding is probably because there is still antimatter coming into collision with it, causing it to still have energy. You know? I mean, there's still antimatter in the universe today.
The universe is ever expanding.
Yeah. Well,
forever expanding.
Well, technically, but we do have theories of what could happen, because eventually there has to be a stop, right?
Bro, I got maybe like 60 more years. I'm not worried about it. I'll be honest with you.
I think I've heard like the Big Crunch.
The Big Crunch.
Or something like that.
It sounds like a type of sushi. You know what I mean?
Well, so I think like the theory behind that is that basically the universe will reach a stopping point and then start going in the opposite direction, condensing back up again, and then restarting the cycle.
That sounds awesome.
So yeah, I don't know.
It's like when you sit cross-legged too fast and you crush your nuts.
Did you know that Andromeda will crash into the Milky Way? Eventually?
That's crazy.
Except that literally nothing would actually happen from that. Yeah, they you know how far apart things are in space?
Yeah.
They won't even come into contact. Yeah, they're gonna collide into each other.
You ever thought about how Star Wars like battles in space are so stupid? Because they're firing laser guns.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't just be instant.
Ever going.
And even if it's plasma, it should be instant. And also, like, you could do the battles from super far away.
Yeah, space is... And also, how does hyperdrive work?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Like, what speed are they actually driving at?
Hyper.
Because, are they driving faster than light? Because that's impossible, bro.
So you know how that, like, thing, like, we send out random radar signatures out into space to see if anything here, or, like, is listening? Can we just start doing that with, like...
Star Wars?
Howitzers?
Oh.
Just, like, shooting shells off into space.
Just have a towed artillery in space.
Well, couldn't you just imagine, like, one day you're sitting on your lawn, you're just happily there, you're sitting underneath a tree, and then, like, your kids are running around, out of space, 120mm shell just plummets into orbit and just vaporizes them.
Well, where's this landing at?
in like, a lawn.
I thought you were shooting it in space.
That's what I'm saying. But imagine you're the alien because you're Asian, and you're imagining that you're on the foreign planet, right?
Yes, there is an Asian planet.
What's it called?
We call it Chinatown.
That's more racist than what I said. That's more racist than what I said. You can't say that. You're Vietnamese. You're a different kind.
Fine, Asian town. Is that better? Is that better in any way?
No, it's stupid.
Imagine a town just called Asian Town.
Asian Town.
Not creative at all.
No one would ever get along. They argue about everything.
Can I have the General Chicken with rice?
You tell me General fried this rice.
So did you tell me that General Tao made this chicken himself?
He just walked out of the back with the chef's hat on.
It does come with egg roll.
Better.
The original.
It's so stupid.
It does come with egg roll. The original meme too was like when you're ordering Chinese in the hood or something. It's like, can I have the General Chicken with rice, or something like that, and then the guy's like, it do come with egg roll or something the whole
What?
time.
I thought the original was like, you mean to tell me a shrimp fried dish?
Oh no,
rice?
those are two different memes.
Oh,
You see, Asian people have a variety of memes. They don't just have one.
do they now?
They're not one peoples.
Aren't they? Isn't it the whole thing about the CCP?
Oh yeah, well, I mean maybe if you're Chinese,
Yeah.
all Chinese people look this.
You can't say that just because you look like you can't get away with it.
You know, China actually has one time zone.
Yeah, Chinatown. Chinatown.
I thought you said Chinatown.
I almost did say Chinatown. It's Chinatown time.
They take the California time zone.
Yeah.
That's it.
What time is it in LA? Yeah.
I find it funny though that like one person from one end of China to the other will have the same time, even though it's like
Even though it's
radically
like,
different.
isn't it like 3 hours? It's more. It's 4 hours.
It's like
I think.
hours apart from each other, but
Yeah.
according to the state, there's one time zone.
Well, that must suck. You're like waking up to go to school.
I know. Wait, you're waking up. It's so dark.
Yeah. Let's think. What time does your school let in now?
Start.
Yeah. 7:30, right?
Yeah, 7:15.
7:15.
Yeah.
So 7:15 at one side of the place, but it's actually like freaking what?
Like 4:00.
4 o'clock. Well, if it's 4 hours,
I feel
It's
like
3
I feel like they like shift the hours then.
I'd hope so, because otherwise it's 3 a.m. in the morning and you're going to school.
Ah, what a good day. All right. I think okay. How long has it been?
An hour and a half.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good episode to end this series on. Oh yeah, by the way, you'll actually get a lost episode alongside this.
Also, we weren't recording this.
Mm,
I'm kidding.
okay, but yeah, we'll have an because I forgot to upload, so I'll
Yeah, 'cause
actually,
you're
I'll actually
lazy.
upload it. I'll actually upload it at around the same time.
So can I just send you this one and you edit it?
Nah, I don't feel like it.
Fine. That's fair.
I'm just gonna like not even edit it at all. I'm just gonna like throw some image and.
Can you just
call it
text
a
me
days.
to remind me to edit this one?
Sure. I'll.
But text me tomorrow because I have other
Oh.
reminder text messages on my phone right now.
Okay, I'll text you tomorrow. I don't
Thank
even
you.
have school tomorrow, so. All right, let's actually do a conclusion.
Yeah.
To wrap things up.
We'll meet again.
No, we won't.
Don't know when.
All right, if you enjoyed today's
Don't know
podcast,
where.
subscribe and
I know
like and
sunny
download and follow for new episodes.
again.
Definitely new
Of a
episodes.
different kind of podcast.
That's probably better organized.
The broad. The
Spooks.
we're not calling it that. We're not calling it that. The broad. That's enough. Goodbye.